GWS Giants traded for the number one overall selection in the 2022 AFL Draft, and they picked up key forward Aaron Cadman. Michael, what were your thoughts on the selection?
Great one. Yeah, I think all Giants fans would be pretty happy with that. And he's obviously a player who fits the need, but also has the like a go home factor. You'd think, mentored by Jeremy Cameron, a former Giant himself, who did end up leaving. But hopefully for them, Aaron Cadman has the sort of the stay factor, and as a mobile type, he's got those great hands and a booming left foot kick is plenty exciting. Might not, in our eyes, have been the number one player in the country, but in terms of fitting a need, perfect for GWS.
Yeah, he was easily the number one key forward in the country for sure. And then we looked down the order. They obviously were quite busy on night one. Harry Rowston went at pick 16, which drew a bit of frustration, it's fair to say, from the Giants. They wanted him, but they were hoping to get him perhaps at the next pick or perhaps the first pick of night two. The Swans certainly maybe did him a bit dirty there.
Yeah, the local rivalry in full play here. Obviously, as you mentioned, a bit of a frustrating night one, you'd say, for GWS. Aside from bringing in Cadman, they still get to bring in Rowston and Darcy Jones as well, who they rated as the best small in the draft. So again, a pretty diverse trio of players to bring in early, and you can hardly go wrong still with 3 first-round picks. So I think they'd still be pretty thrilled with that. Obviously, they missed out on bringing in one more player in the first round because Sydney wiped out that pick with the bid. So, a bit annoying, but they'd still, again, be happy with what they got.
Yeah, and then they had the first pick of the next night, Max Grzuski out of Oakley, obviously tall defender, and then they picked up Toby McMullen, forward midfielder, Sandy Dragon. So a couple of different types, not really like for like, very different, but they fill different needs.
Yeah, I think overall they filled out the spine quite nicely. So you get a key forward in Aaron Cadman. Max Grzuski can play at either end of the ground, but another tall. And then in the middle, you got Harry Rowston on the inside. He can play forward as well. Darcy Jones can play on the outside and go forward. And then Toby McMullen, he's pretty versatile too, but injects a bit more speed. So they've got a pretty good deal of athleticism and line breaking speed in that crop there. And they identified a good handful of players to sort of go for. I think they would have brought in pretty much all of them.
And then in the rookie draft, we're looking at a couple of players. Well, one is as versatile as they come. Yeah. Obviously, Jason Gilby can play on all 3 lines if required. And then you've got Nick Madden, who's your prototype strong ruck. Obviously not as athletic as some others, but he's sort of got that Shane Mumford about him, that really strong, big body.
Yeah, I think GWS fans will warm to him pretty quickly if they like Shane Mumford. As you mentioned, pretty physical and aerially apt, so he gets himself in nice positions behind the ball to mark and have an impact, and isn't afraid to throw his body around. So he's well over 100 kegs. He's got the size to last, I guess, at AFL level. And Jason Gilby, who's a fantastic character, can't speak highly enough of him, and the people at Bendigo will tell you the same. Obviously a boy from Balnarald in regional New South Wales, moved down there to better his education and footy. I think he's done that and ends up having linked with the academy earlier at GWS. He's a rookie pick.